Hello everyone, how's it going? How we all doing? Okay, more Dark Souls 2. Yeah, sorry my brother was like, I texted my brother and I'm like, hey, you ready to play some Dark Souls? Well, I guess he did text me. He texted me like 30 minutes before and he's like, oh, I gotta make dinner actually. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He didn't plan it out super well, but whatever, you know, it's just how it is. There's, you know, a little weird, but yeah, you know. Okay, sorry, let me get the stream. I'm getting the stream kicked up. I'm getting the stream. Okay. Okay, we're ready. Oh. I gotta record this too. Okay, where am I going? Oh, I was gonna kill Lost Sinner. Should be really easy. Yeah, sorry, I just ate, so I guess I'm a little sluggish. But it'll be fine. Grab these life gems, that's really good. That's actually the one of the biggest treasure pieces in the whole game. Well, I wouldn't say maybe the whole game, but it's really good. And I think the Salt Fort bonfire's up ahead. This area's real weird, yeah. This area is really, really weird, I think. Or I guess, no, I guess it does make sense actually, because if you can't open Straight Cell, then... Yeah, because it's weird that this is like right across the way from Straight Cell. But if you can't open Straight Cell, this is the only game in town. So it kind of does make sense. I think we actually don't even want to grab Grass Crest. I mean, maybe. If I'm gonna have the Dumb Shield equipped anyway, I may as well have it equipped. You know what I mean? Like I have the stupid red shield on my back right now. Can I urine this? No. Hey, does this guy even respawn? I think this guy... Wait. I don't know if this guy respawns or not. He's worth the Twinkling Titanite, I believe. No? He's not even worth the Twinkling Titanite? Thought he was worth at least a Twinkling Titanite. So I think this is a Fire Seed? No, okay, that's just souls. That's actually pretty good. In case I need that. Fudge. Oh, this is the Fire Seed, I think. Yeah. Which I don't need, I think. If I need it, I don't realize that I need it. But I probably don't need it. And then I can use a Flame Butterfly here on the, which I'll do just because there's kind of no reason not to. It doesn't help that much, but it's more than nothing. This should be pretty easy though. Should be pretty easy. This fight's gonna be a really huge pain in New Game Plus though. Let me tell you. This fight's gonna be real bad in New Game Plus. I can just about guarantee you that. For now, not a problem. Let's do blood. Let's Oh, I don't even know strengths or Blossom Kite Shield. Huh. Because I need it for parrying, so I think parrying effects. Parrying is affected by. Oh wow. Just right off the rip. Fudge. Yeah, gosh. That's really embarrassing. It's not really that bad, but I should have just buffed up beforehand. And then just, like, this wouldn't have been an issue. So I basically begged for that, that outcome. I basically begged for that outcome. And I gotta admit it. Oh, and I forgot to send the elevator back up too. Yeah, somebody in the chat last time was like, try Yearn out, dude. And I was like, heck yeah, dude. Yearn. Like, distracts enemies. Really cool. I didn't even really realize how good it was until relatively soon. What's up, man? How's it going? I haven't seen you before. What do you mean to Big 25? Shoot, apparently I don't know how this boss works. Shoot. Come on. Don't kill me. No, of course I died there, yeah. Well, this boss, yeah, I gotta use this boss again. What do you mean by rapier in the Big 25? I actually don't know what that means. It's a good weapon. It does what it does. If I can actually use it correctly, that is. If I don't screw it up, yeah. Although I think against this boss it's not so good. I think this boss is weak to slash, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's just gonna walk. No, he doesn't walk off the edge. Okay, cool. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. That'd be pretty broken if you could just urine enemies off of the ledge like that. If you could just like see an enemy and just like urine them off the ledge, and then like that would be pretty awesome. Uh-oh. Okay, got out of that just fine. Yeah, I'm not super good at this boss. This boss is going to be a problem for every single cycle, basically. This boss is going to be like my kryptonite over and over and over again. Even on +2, this boss is a huge pain. Which is funny considering it's like the first lord. It's like Dragon God or whatever from Demon Souls. Oh, fudge. Well, there you go. That's actually pretty easy. Oh, wait, gotta put on my ring. Gotta put on the ring. Oh yeah, there you go. Easy Souls. Just so easy. Just such an easy game. Like taking candy from a baby. Like stealing candy right from a baby. I think this is a fragrant branch. We'll find out. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is. This game is unfortunately really complicated, and it's been a long time since I played it. So I don't remember, I don't know, I'm kind of playing this by ear. I wish I could say that I was like, I knew exactly what I was doing and where I was going. But I don't. So... Oh wait, no, now okay. No, so I'm going to... Wait. BP... I think 99 is fine. Oh yeah, we need to go this 30-30. And then I guess we can do nah, forget strength right now. We'll just go HP. It's not really gonna do as much for us as I think it is, but it's okay. There we go.
Bear less. Bear seek left.
Where am I going? Hides Tower Flame. No, I know where I'm going. Shaded Woods. Yeah, we just run. Well, I need to talk to the stupid guy. Wait, let's see. No, I don't want the armor. Well, I could pick up the armor, but I kind of don't really care about it. The armor actually kind of sucks. I'm like the idea that I'm gonna wear this. So there's like a set of armor that's like caster specific. They'll make me really hard to kill, and or that'll oh okay. I'm real dumb thinking I could get away with that. Whatever. Cringe. Thinking I could roll over that spot there. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, I don't even remember what this guy drops. Or no, what does he drop? Fang Key? Why do I want this? Yes. Shh. Yeah, let's do this. I'm not gonna spend all these stupid fragrant branches anyway. Oh, this guy's gonna be a pain to kill. It's the problem with this elemental weapon is that these guys are real resistant to it. Fudge. So does anyone else here like Good Cushion Alcohol? Anyone else a big fan of that song? I'm on that good cushion alcohol. Before it gets claimed. I got some damn bitches I can call. Man. Remember that? Remember 2003 or whatever? Wait, was that 2003? I don't remember. Whatever it was. Okay. I need to talk to Falcon. Or not Falcon. Whoever his stupid name is. Where is he? Cool. Is there a reason to get to... No, there is. To go there, because I need to kill what's-his-face's body. Wait, is that what the Fang Key does? I can't remember. That's the problem, is it's Dark Souls 2 is the weirdest one. It's like, I think I remember what every key in Dark Souls 1 does, but I don't remember, like, hardly what any of the keys do in Dark Souls 2. It's like the weirdest thing about Dark Souls 2. It's such a weird game. Oh wait, I think there's a chunk up here? Or no, it's on the other side. Yeah, I want that chunk. I want that chunk. That's what I was forgetting, the chunk. Oh, come on. I think he's like crazy dark resistant, maybe? Oof. There we go. Okay. Well, oh, I remember what I'm doing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get. I'm gonna kill Vanguard's body. For whatever it's worth. Oh, okay, that's super sweet though that I just killed him like that. Oh, you need to bring a Whispers. You need a stupid Ring of Whispers for that. Okay, wait. What does Fang Key do then? What the heck does Fang Key do? Because this, yeah, what does Fang Key do? I'm kind of crapping my pants. What does Fang Key do? Yeah, they take like no damage from that. It's just lightning's broken. Hey, cool. There's that chest piece. Not that it matters. Oof, 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 oof. Well, we do it again. Run it back. Don't give up. Oh boy, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna lose like 10,000 souls here. And if I keep going, I get Vanguard. So, which is no good. Oof, 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 oof. Okay. Where is he? Wait. He just disappear? Okay, I guess the ghost just decided he's vanished. Weird. Okay, whatever. That's the first time I've ever seen an enemy just disappear like that. Jeez. This guy ain't no joke. It's another 10,000 too. Well, we still level up again. Torch. Okay. Yeah, wait. Estus shard this way? Oh, I don't have another freaking stupid thing. Well, I know there's a way. There's a way around this. There's like a spot where you can jump over it. So you actually don't have to fight the lion at all anyway. I don't even remember. What does Fang Key even do? Oh, I remember what Fang Key... That opens Ornifex's thing. Which I don't need. I don't need Ornifex at all. So, well... maybe I do actually want Ornifex, so... That's actually fine. Alright, we'll go to Majula. Oh, wait.
Oh, and one just nodding. Well, oh yeah, so. Ooh. Satisfied? I'll be around if you ever come.
Okay, yeah, I need Ornifex. Then Ornifex is like the last thing I'm gonna do. Before killing the boss. Sure, more HP is fine. And we can get some more stamina next. I guess. I mean, I think I should probably soft cap Vigor at 20 actually. 'Cause I don't really need the extra HP or whatever. Or wait. What don't I need? Wait. It's this thing. Yeah, Sublime Bone Dust. Which doesn't really matter, but it's just how it is. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I think there must be some math going on here with the with Dark Weapon and the Lightning Infusion. No, okay, never mind. Yeah, we go rescue what's his face. We go rescue or no, we get the chunk and we rescue Ornifex. Get the chunk, rescue Ornifex, and then kill boss. Pull stone stab, pull stone stab, pull stone stab. Oh. Pull stone stab, thank you. Okay. Ornifex. Yeah, then we go Ornifex. Not that it really matters. Well, I was thinking of using, whatever it's called. Cool. Frigate branch. There's another frigate branch. Come on, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, yeah. Whew. It's good. It's good. Yeah, this boss now. I think this boss is pretty easy. I'm not 100% certain, but it should be pretty simple. Ah, come on. Just right off the rip. Just right off the rip. Goofing it. Oof. This boss is resistant to poke too. Or is pierce damage. Swag. Oh, wow, okay. See, I didn't even know. It's the first time I've ever been killed like that. Dude, no way. Dude, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. I don't even know what those... What does that even do? So I just don't even know what that even actually does. But thank you. That's always the thing that I've always been confused by, is what even guest memberships are. See, I don't know. I think maybe I should go kill Mytha first. I don't know. I'm always into like killing this boss super early because of chunks and stuff, tiny chunks and stuff like that. But also, this boss is always causing problems for me. Oh shoot. Yeah, wow, jeez. But you can't give up. Can't give up. Gotta try it again. Just gotta try it again. It's like I said, I'm cold on this game. It's been a while since I played this game. Oh, you do? Yeah, for this boss, yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I think this boss is resistant to thrust. And I think that's, yeah. But it's one of those ones where like I know that the counter damage is so overpowered for most bosses that... Oh, hey, you know what, actually? I don't have Leo Ring equipped, so it's a lot less... Yeah, so the reason you have this weapon is, I guess, Leo Ring. And if I don't have that equipped on it, I'm not getting the full value out of it. But there's definitely a decent number of bosses that are resistant to thrust, and that makes it a lot worse. But it's just my classic weapon, I guess. I don't know. I haven't even really used it that much in the grand scheme of things. It's a weapon that I just think of as being the most overpowered weapon. And there's kind of... But yeah, I could probably... I don't know. I was using Fire Longsword for a minute there, but the scaling on Fire Longsword is actually just really bad. Oh, come on. always had issues with this boss, I think. Oh, you're dead. Woohoo! Sweet. Yeah, that's why. But you have to have Leo Ring. You can invocate with this boss? What do you mean by invocate? How do I... Why don't I know what that means? Invocate. Oh wait, wrong direction. I'm going the wrong way. I'll look into that. Because I don't even know what invo I don't know, maybe it's something is that a term that I've forgotten what it means? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be rude and be like, is that a lost in translation thing? But that's the impression I get. Sorry. Invocate. Oh, no, well I'm in Covenant of Champions. So I can't summon white phantoms no matter what I do. Yeah, so I mean, I would summon, but I'm in Covenant of Champions because that's like one of the things that you can do in this game. That's one of the nice things about this game is Covenant of Champions. It's so weird that it's invocate, because I guess maybe summon is a Germanic word or something. I don't know. Because because I think you're talking about summoning. You're talking about like summon signs and summoning white phantoms and stuff. So it's really interesting that's invocate in when translated into the, because invocate is like I don't know, that's a word that we do have sometimes. Like in like some video, like in Total War Warhammer, there's like the invocation of Nehek and stuff. And spells like that, but it's a term we use relatively sparingly, I would say. No faith. I want... we'll go to 20. We'll go to 20 vigor, just to round me out there. Okay, yeah, if you figured it out, let me know. Invocate. Because I looked it up and it says, and the first thing I got on Google was summon. I'll look it up again, I'll Google it one more time. We'll try to sort this out. No, it's cool, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Totally fine. We can try to figure this out, and then that way, we'll both know. So give me 1 second. Invocate DS2. Yeah, it just keeps coming up with a bunch of stuff like with a bunch of stuff about summons when I Google it, because I think invocate does mean summon in because invoke, because the root term is oh, what's going on, dude? How you doing? The root term in English is invoke, right? So invoke means to summon, to like call, but it has a slightly different connotation than summon. So it's really interesting, actually, that we're confused about this, because Yeah, invoke, as far as I know, invoke means summon. But it's not the same as like it implies like something more ethereal than it implies something much more ethereal than oh shoot. It implies like to cut summon the spirit of something, right? So summon would be like literally summoning something, whereas invoke implies like you call the idea of something or you call the spirit of something, right? So like in like a normal conversation, I would say like, or like even in, like in an actual use of invoke in our language would be like something like I invoke the Fifth Amendment, right? Like that's a really common thing that you could say in English, because in the United States law, we have something called the Fifth Amendment, and the premise of the Fifth Amendment is you have the right to remain silent or something like that, right? It has some legal meaning. It's the exact meaning of it isn't really important, but the premise being is that you could say like, oh, I invoke the Fifth Amendment or whatever, right? And so that's not literally summoning, right? You wouldn't say like I summon the Fifth Amendment, right? When you talk about summon in normal day English, that's like, although it's funny because that actually has legal, you could use that in legal connotations as well. Like I'm summoning you to court. Like a lawyer says like, oh, we're going to summon you to court, right? So summoning is you literally appear, and invoke is like we like call upon a specific idea. You wouldn't say I invoke you someplace. You'd say like I summon you someplace, and then for like esoteric ideas or something like that, you'd say invoke. So it's really interesting that we're talking about invocation. And if I figure out what it means, I'll make sure I let you know. That's really interesting, though. Because like if you said to me that like that invoke refers to white phantoms, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. Because like a white phantom isn't really there, I guess. A white phantom is like an idea or something from space or time or something, I guess, right? So like if you said like invoking white phantoms, I'd buy that. And then I understand that in Spanish, like words, the Latin roots or the Latin words themselves kind of change as time goes on, right? So I could buy the idea that invoke meant summoning a white phantom or summoning a red phantom or whatever. Really interesting. Yeah, I'm from Utah, which is in the center of the United States. So I come from I'm from a place called Salt Lake City. It's one of the least inhabited states in the United States. So like in it's to the east of California. It's a big, huge like desert, basically, kind of. Most of it's desert, but I live in kind of this weird mountainy area where it's really nice. It's a nice place to live, actually. Well, sort of. It's the problem is the elevation, because the elevation is so high. So because we're on a mountain, right? So I live on a mountain basically, and it's like this big, huge city on a mountain. Oh, oops! It's this big, huge city on a mountain, and because I live on a big, huge city on a mountain, the elevation is a little bit higher, and so it's a little bit it's not as nice as like some places in the United States, but it's a nice place. It's a strange place. It's a bit of a strange place. Because oh shoot. Oh, I made the same mistake twice in a row. Whoops. Yeah, it's a nice place though, because hey man, what's going on? How you doing? There's a unique religion here called Mormonism, relatively common in a lot of the world, but it's from this place. And then also it's like the air is really dry here too. So in a lot of places in the world, that's one of the weird things, is the first time I ever left, I went to like Texas. So Texas obviously really famous, the world over, right? Big huge state, you know, cowboys and all that stuff. And the first time I ever went to Texas, the first thing I noticed was that the air was moist. So I left Utah, and even in New Mexico, the air was really wet. So the air is very dry, very, very dry. But I guess maybe that's not, maybe I'm not sure how common or rare that is, because I haven't been that many places. Humidity, yeah, the humidity is really the humidity is really really low. So if it's really hot outside, it's easier to stay cool because you can sweat and you don't get like sick from the, you know, from the moisture. So summers are actually kind of nice here, and then winters aren't that cold either. So about the coldest it gets in winter is let's say actually you're in this. What am I doing? Oh. About the coldest it actually gets in winter is like 0°C about. Sometimes it gets a little bit colder than that, but in general around 0°C or around 35 degrees, or I mean about 30 degrees F to about 0°C. And that's actually pretty warm in the grand scheme of things. It's not really super warm. It's not like it's a tropical place or anything like that, right? But it's decently nice in the winter too here. So that's another nice thing about this place actually. And so it's hard to complain too much, other than the elevation is high. The high elevation is kind of an issue because there's less oxygen in the air, I guess. Fudge. Boss is such a joke. Oh. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go, that was easy. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, we're, yeah, bonfire's this way, right here. Yeah, there's bonfire. So I should be able to level up again here. Hey, thanks, man. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to just be cool. Not be like too high energy or anything like that. Just try to chill out. Try to focus on the game, I guess. Because this is going to be long. I'm going to be streaming for a long time to get to +7. I'm going to be here. This is going to take a long time. This is going to be a lot of streams. A lot of streams of Dark Souls 2. A lot of streams of like of like going through this game. Although I'll try to make it as relatively quick. I can't tire myself with like without or I can't tire myself out with like a bunch of reacts and stuff and yelling and screaming. Especially considering that I'm gonna be dying a lot too. This is gonna. Well, it won't be that challenging, but it'll be challenging enough. I don't want to tire myself out. Whoa. Or wait. I think I messed this up. Yeah, I totally messed this up. I needed to approach it from the other side. I'm kind of it's been a while since I played this game too, so I'm kind of relearning it a little bit. This is like a weirdly complicated game. I don't know why it's so complicated, because it feels like Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 just aren't as complicated. This one's like weirdly labyrinthian and complicated. Yeah, I'm like way small. The thing about me is I do a lot of random stuff. So I do like I've done like Oblivion and stuff. So I've only done like Dark Souls, and I've done Oblivion, and I've done some Binding of Isaac. So I do a lot of random stuff, which is hard to grow if you're doing random stuff. It's like really, really, really hard to grow if you're doing random stuff. But it's not, you know, it's how it is. That's kind of the choice I made. So a long time ago, I probably could have like decided to do just Binding of Isaac, and that probably would have been the smartest choice for me as a YouTuber. But I kind of like decided not to do that. I kind of decided to just like do whatever I felt like, and so yeah. But I mean, it's fun. That's the nice thing about it. I'm just grateful there's anybody in my chat at all, to be honest with you. So thanks if you're in my chat or watching or whatever. It's really nice. Whoa. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, I need to get the bonfire anyway, if I can. Well, actually, I guess I don't have to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of... I actually don't watch that many live streams. I started watching more live streams relatively recently. So there's a guy I watch called Imported Cheese, and he does like Fire Emblem and stuff, and he's pretty cool. And then I also watched... yeah, that's like it. I think that's the only guy I watched in like a long time. I mostly watch like videos, but I figured I may as well stream because I need footage for my upcoming videos, and so I figured I may as well just like chill out and stream while I do it. And it's fun. I like streaming. I streamed, how many years ago did I stream? It was like a year more ago I streamed. But the issue at the time was the apartment I was living in was like really, really hot. It got really, really hot. And so I'd have this air conditioner that was blowing, and people could like hear it and stuff in the background. And so my choice was either like let my apartment get like sweltering hot and let it hit like 90 degrees, or turn on my air conditioner and have this like noise in the background the whole time. And so that was really frustrating. So I kind of stopped after a while. And I was also streaming at like 9 in the morning. And that was okay. I didn't hate that. It was interesting. You get people from the other side of the planet. You get people from like, you know, the Middle East and stuff. And that was pretty cool. Ah, shoot, I just died again. Yeah, that's the thing about live streams. Is they're kind of like, you have to be there in the moment watching it. You know, for it to be interesting, is you have to be sitting there. And then a lot of times the content isn't really all that interesting, right? Because it's not all that put together. But I don't know. I think YouTube wants live streaming to be a thing because they see Twitch and they're like, oh, Twitch money. And so for a long, long time, YouTube was like, you know, Twitch was like this new thing. And so nowadays, YouTube's trying to be everything for everybody. So they want that, they want to be TikTok, you know what I mean? They want to be TikTok with shorts, and they want to be, whatever it's called. They want to be, they want to be Twitch with live streams, yeah. So it's like one of those things. It's like people, people are doing it here on YouTube because, or yeah, YouTube just like has it as like a concept. But yeah, in a lot of cases, I actually, like I said, I agree with you. I actually don't watch a lot of live streams because it feels like they're really big. They're really bad as far as like time to entertainment ratio is concerned. Like you're watching a really, really, really long video and there's like not that much between like the interesting things. But some people really like the live stuff. Some people really, really like the live stuff where you can talk to the streamer and stuff. And I get a lot of that, I guess, or I get some of that, I suppose. I haven't been streaming for that long. Yeah, a lot of people who are like talking, who are like, you know, giving me like tips and stuff, like this Gilgamesh Fate in my chat here. So he's above your comments. Really nice guy. He was telling me, like, he was giving me some pointers and stuff. And so I can see the appeal of live streams as like a concept, even though they're not traditionally something I've ever really done personally. And sometimes they can be kind of funny too, I guess. Oh shoot, I need to urine this. Ah, okay. Yeah, luckily the bonfire's like right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, YouTube, I don't know if it has to do with tech or like media or whatever, but I think YouTube is actually a really, really strong player in the whole like ecosystem, right? Like there's no game in town other than YouTube, basically. And so because there's no game in town other than YouTube in a lot of ways, they want their fingers in every like pie or whatever, right? If that makes sense. Because they're just like so massive as like a concept or as like a company. And honestly, I like shorts. I think shorts are okay. Shorts are the one that's them trying to be TikTok, of course. And I gotta be honest, I think shorts are fine. I actually have enjoyed making some shorts. You know, because that was originally when I started doing YouTube videos. I wanted to do videos that were really information dense. Like I wanted to do like a 10 or 20 second video that was like really information dense, like, oh, this is how this game works or whatever, this is how you like win it, like the Binding of Isaac, whatever, right? Where I just like talk about like a small number of really busted items over like 2 or 3 minutes, right? And that was like a cool concept. And so when I realized shorts were a thing, I was like, oh, okay. And so I've actually really enjoyed shorts as like a concept. I think they've actually been pretty good. I don't know if they're like, you know, the future or whatever, but I've really enjoyed shorts as like a concept. And so yeah, I guess is like my strategy right now. And so I have some successful videos, some modestly successful videos, weirdly proportional to my subscribers. Weirdly proportional to my subscriber count. But yeah, I do like the option that like live streaming and then shorts affords me. I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's fun. That's the real privilege of being a YouTuber, is that it's fun, actually. Even if I'm not really like successful, at least yet. Maybe I'll be successful if I can like build a reputation as like being a decent guy. Yeah, I really well, I don't watch that many shorts. But like as somebody who like wanted really badly to make like really information dense videos, I thought shorts are really awesome. And so I have like a short where I break down I have 2 shorts right now, and I'm gonna add more. But if you go to my channel right now, you'll see shorts that like break down Oblivion basically into like 20-second blocks. And Oblivion's a really complicated game. Well, it's not that complicated, but it's a decently complicated game. Oof. Oblivion is like a really, or it's not a, like I said, it's not really complicated, but it's a decently complicated game, right? And so what you can do is you can go, and if you look at my channel, you can, there's 2 shorts right now that are like, that like break down Oblivion really, really quick. And and honestly, if you, my opinion is if you watch those videos, and then you were to like play Oblivion, you could probably get a pretty good handle on Oblivion. Actually, it would probably take you a couple hours. But if you were like really, really curious about Oblivion on max difficulty, I think those videos are actually really good. I'm really proud of them. The main problem with shorts is that what happens with them is that they kind of die off instantly. So you get like a bump of people. You get like, because they're really easy to make. So probably there's like tons and tons of shorts. But you'll get like a couple thousand views on a short in the first, you know, whatever, like in the first, you know, day or so of it being out, and then subsequently you'll get like no views on it going forward. So it's like really weird, where it's like a lot of my videos have done better later in their life. So like that's the thing about YouTube, is that in a lot of cases, like if you're Mr. Beast or something, your goal is to get all of your YouTube views almost immediately, right? So your whole plan is to basically get like, you know, a bajillion views in like 24 hours, basically. And then every day after that, the number of views you get, it just goes down, right? And that's the theory of YouTube, as far as I understand it, especially for like really huge channels. But like a lot of my bigger videos, or some of my bigger videos have actually done better after the fact. I think that's not entirely true. I think so the videos that have done really well are actually the ones that do good off the right at the start. But I still think, hey man, what's going on? Dude, what's going on, man? How you doing? This is Ralsei. Yeah, some guy, what's his name? I don't want to like call him some guy because he was kind enough to donate. Hold up, let me see what his name is, and I'll name him. I'll name drop him. Mr. Konami El Cazador de los Sols was kind enough to donate some channel memberships, which I don't even know what that does. I don't actually even know what that does, but very, very kind of them. I'm very grateful to whoever it was. Yeah, like I like how that's the thing about YouTube, is that that's like very brazenly a system. Yes, very kind of him. I'm very grateful to Mr. Konami. But I like how that's a system that they just brazenly stole from Twitch. Like that's a great example of like how they literally obviously took that system from Twitch, and they're like, we're just gonna copy this, and then we're just gonna make it ours. And that's how YouTube does its business. It's just copying Twitch features. And they're just totally cool with that. It's kind of weird. Because I think there's a system that's an exact replica of that on Twitch. But I don't actually know how Twitch works. Because I don't even watch Twitch. I think it's I don't really like, it's not that I hate the ecosystem, but I don't really like the whole I don't like the fact that there's no videos on Twitch. Usually I prefer you know, like videos as we know them. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's super weird. It's super weird. It's like you think that they would try really hard to come up with their own ideas, you know, to differentiate themselves. But probably what happens is like the average viewer doesn't want to be confused, right? Like if you're like watching as long as you're watching, if you're like watching a streamer, you don't want to be confused about how the system works. You don't want to be like, you know, so YouTube, they kind of have to copy Twitch because they want to actually horn in on their business, as opposed to just like, hey, no spamming, dude. Like, if you don't mind, do me a favor, no spam too much. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Yeah, whatever. The thing is that I'm not super crazy about whatever it's called. I don't really care too much about the theme of Binding of Isaac. Like, I really don't even care about the theme of Binding of Isaac. So what Ralsei here is talking about is Binding of Isaac, which is one of the games I'm really famous, or which is one of the games I'm really good at. I'm like really good at the Binding of Isaac. And but he's just copying from the Wikipedia article, so. Yeah, don't copy and paste if you don't mind. Like a little tiny bit of that stuff is fine, but it like fills up the entire chat, so I can't read what. Yeah, especially ChatGPT, dude. Don't even be talking to me about ChatGPT or whatever. Like, yeah, but it fills up the chat, so now I can't read what Dennis was saying. Like, as long as you're not doing it too much, I'd be like, yeah, sure, a little bit, whatever. I don't want to be, like, harsh in your mellow or anything, but if it's, like, disruptive, it's, like, I don't know. I prefer not to have to, like, complain anymore about it. If you don't mind. Thank you. Now I gotta scroll up and see what this guy was saying. See what Dennis here was saying. Yeah, oh yeah, the platforms, how they all copy from each other, right? Yeah, so, yeah, so it's probably one of those things where they just, like, have to do it. I would love to say, it would be my guess, is it's like they don't want to have their own systems that are too weird, because if they have their own systems that are too weird, people, like, get confused, and then it's, like, a problem. So they have to just, make everything the same. And then probably legally speaking, it's probably really hard to litigate on that kind of stuff. Because, yeah. It's probably really hard to litigate on that kind of stuff, because what ends up happening is, I think that, like, concepts like that are really tough to copyright. I could be wrong with that. But I get the feeling that if it were easy to litigate, they would not be doing it. They would not copy each other like that. So I would assume that it's really tough to litigate. So you can kind of just copy each other with impunity. It's not really an issue. Oh, I was talking about how did I die to that? Gosh darn it. Yeah, see, relearning this game is always an issue. Plus, I'm like really fragile. I have really low defenses. No, I was just talking about how the platforms all have to copy each other, or they do. They can or are able to copy each other with basic impunity, with essentially impunity. For whatever reason. Like the gifted membership or something. Isn't it called bits on Twitch? I don't know. Well, they kind of don't even have physics, I think. Like, I think the physics engine that you associate with them is kind of just like an illusion. Like, when I think of physics, I think of like Half-Life 2 or something, right? Like, I think about like Half-Life 2. You know Half-Life 2, right? Really famous game. Like, that's what I think about when I think about physics engines. And I think that Dark Souls 2 basically doesn't even have a physics engine. Yeah, really nice of him to do that. Really, really nice of him to do that. What was I saying? And apparently I make money too. Not that it really matters. It's going to be like... Does it cost more on YouTube? Is that what you're saying? What was I saying again? Shoot, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Darn it, chat. Making me lose my train of thought. What was my train of thought? Eh. I won't worry too much about it. My banner looks so terrible. Well, it doesn't look that bad. It's simple. That's the thing. You get the idea across. Ah, come on. Okay, I can do this. Don't worry. If you guys are watching this and you're like, "What's this guy doing?" Don't worry. I'm working it. I'm working the system. It's fine. We'll get there. This is the ultimate lesson about Dark Souls. Is you gotta always remember. You gotta always remember the thing about Dark Souls is that you never give up, right? The biggest fool of all, you know, how's the saying go? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's Dark Souls. That's Dark Souls 2. It's like, this game is going to make you look really bad. This game is going to make me look really bad. I'm looking like, well, I wouldn't say I look that bad, but, you know, I'm going to die to this boss a bunch of times, and I got to just like, you know, you get knocked down 10 times, you get up 11. That's how the story goes. Yes, yeah, I agree. That's my worldview too. Well, so that's the thing is, I think it's a generational thing, right? So you're probably my age, right? So Dennis is probably my age about. My guess is you're 30. You're somewhere in the 30 to 40 range, right? And so, like, for me, when the internet was kind of like this new thing for me, right? There was no live streams, right? Like, internet connections were like really crappy back when. You know what I mean? Like, it was like dial-up and crap, you know, growing up. And so it's like YouTube was kind of the first thing, you know? And so I think like Twitch is sort of like, it's like a generational thing. So people who are younger than us really love live streams, and people our age are like less crazy about them, I guess, is sort of my theory. I should probably do a better banner. You're actually probably right, Ralsei. I should probably get a new banner. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We'll get this. We'll get this. We'll get this. We'll get this. We will get this. Don't worry. Okay? We'll get this. Next try. Next try will work. We'll give this another shot. That's the thing, is you can't give up. I said it, it's worth saying over and over and over again. You can't give up, no matter what. That's the only rule. You gotta give it your best. You gotta stand up and you gotta look yourself right in the eye and say, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna give it my everything. I'm gonna push it all the way to the limit. Even if I could have handled that better. Don't worry, we're gonna learn from our mistakes. This time. Yeah, he'll be fine. My character's tough. Look at his undead jerky meat body. Look at her crappy undead jerky meat body. She's tough. Yeah, but that's what I was saying, is that I think that it's a generational thing, where YouTube is like for young, or Twitch is like young people. Because like there were no live streams when I was a kid. You know what I mean? When I was like 15. 20. I'm at 20 right now. Yeah, because it's the first soft cap. So I shouldn't have even put points there, basically. I'm like, well, at least I'm not getting one shot. Okay, we're going to be really clever and crafty with this. Don't worry. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. He's gonna beam again, yeah. Fudge. There we go. Okay, now we're on it. Oh boy. Oh, he got me good. Okay. I know. Oh yeah. I can dodge roll through it. Yeah. I'm just not used to that setup because it's the hitbox on it's actually kind of wide. So if you dodge through it wrong, you just die. Like I know what you're talking. I know you can totally dodge through it, but half the time I try, it kills me because it's actually a relatively wide. Yeah, that's so weird. It's a generational thing. That's what's so crazy about it. You remember how, yeah, so like that was the thing is like I remember being a kid and like going on YouTube and like watching like a music video or like the opening to an anime or something, right? Or like an AMV, you know what I mean? And it's like there just wasn't streaming. Like no one's internet was good enough to watch a live stream. There was just no, like there probably were live streams, but like it wasn't something that I ever did because I had like a stupid like kilobyte connection, you know? Like my internet connection was like not dial-up, but it was bad. So it's like even to watch like the opening to an anime was like a several minute wait on YouTube. Yeah, it's so weird, yeah. I agree that's weird. I think maybe even younger people are like crazy about that stuff. Like little kids and stuff think that's hilarious because or something, like really little kids or something think the overreaction is like super funny. It's like, well, one streamer I really like is actually Germa. So you guys heard of Germa, of course, right? I actually really like him. Although it's interesting because Vinny, like one of the biggest streamers in the world, I think, is Vinny Vinesauce. And he I guess, is our age. He's like 40 or something. Yeah, I really like Germa. I think Germa's really hilarious. I wish I was that funny. Like, that guy's so funny. That guy's so hilarious. If I was 1% as funny as him. Yeah, corruptions aren't my favorite segment. I like the weird games. Like the really crappy like Mario, Sonic type stuff where hold up. Oh wait, I have it equipped, yeah. Oof. The really crappy like Mario and Sonic fan games. Like the crusty like you know, fudge. Come on. I'm on his side. The crusty fan games, like the Mario horror games and stuff, Mario.exe and stuff. Those are my favorite segments of his. Oh, I killed the head. Uh-oh. Did way too much damage to that one head. What's he doing? Oh, he's doing that thing. He's a really good, yeah, he's really funny too. That's another guy where it's like, I'm like intimidated by the fact that they're so much funnier than me. Which I should be. Like, those guys are way funny. There we go. Those guys are like stupid funny. Those guys are really, really, really hilarious. And the funny thing is why they're so funny is they have like a handful of these just like really hilarious voices. But it's like, that's the kind of thing you have to practice, you know? It's like, hey Luigi. I'm tripping on mushrooms, man, or whatever. Sorry, that's a pretty crappy reference there. Let me. Hey, Luigi, we're in the Super Mario Bros. Show, or whatever the heck, and they do that bit over and over and over again. Luigi, why does Toad look so different? And there's like an MS Paint Toad or something. It's like that's what they do, and they're really good at it. I really like those streamers. Brain rotted. Well, that's how it always is. It's like it doesn't matter what you're doing. Young people are always gonna seem weird. I think that's like a given.
So,
I think that's like standard issue. I need Silver Cat Ring. I could go kill, oh no, I want to go to Earthen Peak next. I want to go to Earthen Peak.
what? You and
Yeah, like I think that's like a standard
Satisfied?
situation.
I'll be around if you.
Each gen is 2.5 times smarter than the last one, and Gen Alpha and Gen Beta are not smarter. See, I don't know. The problem is I don't actually know any kids. You know what I mean? Like I don't like my sister is like 20 or something. But I don't know like tons and tons of kids. I don't like teach school or something like that.
There.
So it's like impossible for me to make a judgment about like if I taught high school or something, I'd be like, oh yeah, the kids are this or that, right? But I know like literally zero kids. I don't like why, and I see streamers like I see Ninja and stuff, but I think Ninja is for like really little kids. Like Ninja is aimed at like 12-year-olds or something. You know what I mean? So it's like I get the impression like 12-year-olds don't really change. They're kind of the same every cycle. You know, they're like little kids basically. So it's like I don't really know what to think about like teenagers nowadays. So are these kids your age? Are you talking about people your age? Or are you talking about people who were like younger than you? No, I get like brain rot's. It's such a weird term though because in my mind, yeah, that's okay. So when you're in high school and then there's like freshmen or something, there's like little kids that you're going to school with or whatever. That's really interesting. Yeah, when I was in high school, I didn't even notice. You're in middle school? No way. Dude, that's actually pretty cool that you're watching like a 30-year-old streamer then. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I make references. I think in the stream alone I've made a reference to like it's not really kid-friendly. I've made at least one not kid-friendly reference, so I'm really sorry. So I'm like really sorry. I was trying to copy Vinny Vinesauce, and I didn't think about it, how not family-friendly it was, my reference. So you'll have to forgive me. Well, you won't have to forgive me, but I'm sorry.
I'll be around.
I was making like a gamer joke, like an old school gamer joke from when I was 15 or whatever, you know. Oh, do you? You watch like R-rated movies and stuff? Yeah, see, when I was a kid, did I watch R-rated movies when I was a kid? I think I didn't watch. The problem is I didn't watch movies when I was a kid. I watched like I was watching like I was playing video games when I was a kid. So I played like StarCraft 2 and stuff, like League of Legends and StarCraft 2 and stuff like that. When I was, I guess, and I watched some animes probably. But don't worry, I'm gonna try to be as family friendly. I will literally do everything in my power to be as family friendly as I can. Because I don't want to give any people like the wrong impression. Yeah, I probably will play Devil May Cry actually at some point. I haven't done it yet, but eventually. And if you're in middle school, you got good taste in games, though. Where do you hear about games like this? Just off the internet? So interesting, actually. You see, when I was a kid, I had a game like. Yeah, so when I was a kid, I had a Game Boy Advance, and I didn't get into NES games. Like, nowadays I'm into NES games and stuff like that, but I didn't get into NES games until I was, like, 20. Or, oops, bumped my mic there. Until I was, like, over the age of 20. So it's kind of interesting that there's people that are into, like, old games, because back when I was a kid, I was not into old games. Well, actually, that's not true. I think when I was in high school... yeah, I've played Castlevania X. I've played, like, the first 15 Castlevania games, or the first, like, 10 Castlevania games. I know all the classic Castlevanias. I've played Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, Super Castlevania, Castlevania Bloodlines. Yeah, it's really weird. I actually agree with you about that. That's really weird. Where it's like... I don't know. Like, just people being weird in public. It's just so strange to me. Like, Filthy Frank. I think he was... That was the thing that... That was the thing that was, like, new when I was a kid. Yeah, so I've played Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, Super Castlevania, Castlevania Bloodlines, the Castlevania game for the PlayStation 1, and then I've played... Oh yeah, and Dracula X. So I think the game you're talking about is Castlevania Dracula X. And then I've also played Rondo of Blood. And then I played Symphony of the Night and all of the Game Boy Advance ones. So yeah, I'm actually kind of an expert at Castlevania, weirdly. I've played like all of them. I've played a huge number of them. I've played like a huge number of them. Uh-oh, I'm cooked. I'm hecka cooked here. Uh-oh. Whatever, it's fine. My FYP. Yes, yes, that's really good. That's actually that's one of the ones I have played, and that one is so good. Like, if you want to understand the genealogy of Dark Souls games, like, those are like Dark Souls games before Dark Souls games. They're so good. That game is so good. That game is one of the best games. Yes, it's really good. That game is, like, insanely good. And what's so crazy about it is the game itself is only kind of, I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's a little average. It's a little just like generic. You know, it's kind of just like a hack and slash game. It's like God of War before God of War, or like Dark Souls before Dark Souls. It's like very generic. But the game looks so good. The game literally looks and sounds so good that it's like criminal. It has like this insane soundtrack and this insane visual art style, and it's actually a really stylish game. I absolutely love Lament of Innocence. That is a ridiculous. I'm glad you brought that up, because that game is ridiculous. The game is like a truly ridiculously good game. It's like the only PlayStation 2 game I've ever played, and it's like the best PlayStation 2 game that I could have possibly asked for. It was so good. That was like a crazy game to play. But my instincts are telling me to go the other way. Yeah, that's a game that probably does deserve a remake or a remaster. But my fear is that it wouldn't look as good. It wouldn't be quite as good. Yeah, that was probably the biggest surprise of the entire Castlevania series, is I did not expect that to be as good as it was. But on the main, I think my favorite is probably Castlevania 3. That Castlevania 3 was like ridiculous. I really liked Castlevania 3. It was kind of hard though. It was really weirdly difficult though. I wouldn't say it's one of the hardest video games I've ever played, but it was tough. It was really tough. Or actually... Oh yeah, you know, I've played all the bad Game Boy Advance, all the bad Game Boy ones too. So I played like, I played, whatever it's called. What is this again? I played the bad Game Boy Advance, or the bad Game Boy ones too. Why do I think this is so important? My instincts are like telling me to come get this, and I can't remember why. Okay, it's Poison Bite Ring. That's fine. Where is that? Yeah, yeah, at some point I will want to play DMC. At some point I'm going to play DMC, but not today. But that's a game that's definitely on my radar. Yeah, eventually I will play DMC. It sounds like it's right up my alley, actually. But that's the thing, is like I've heard of it, but I've never actually played one before. So that's like the main reason I actually probably should get into it, is because it's been a while since I played a new game. Like I've been playing Dark Souls and like Oblivion and stuff for weeks and weeks now. And I think at some point I want to get back into like a newer, more interesting game. Is that a boss in DMC4? Dante? Ah, okay. So is it kind of like Dark Souls? Is DMC kind of like Dark Souls? Because that's sort of the impression that I get. Is it's like a little tiny bit like Dark Souls. Yeah. Well, he's the main character. Like I know. Like I've seen like the anime and stuff. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It will be interesting when I finally get around to it. No, I have not tried out Ninja Gaiden. That was one of the ones that was like really what's the word for it? Intimidating. I was like really intimidated by Ninja Gaiden, because it seems like it's going to be really difficult. I'm like really afraid of Ninja Gaiden, actually, because Castlevania 1 and 3 were really hard, and as far as I know, Ninja Gaiden is even harder. So I was like really super intimidated. I'm like actually scared of it. Huh. That's the thing, is because I never had a PlayStation, I actually don't know anything about God of War. Like the console I grew up with was the GameCube. So I'm like familiar with like Tales of Symphonia and you know, stuff like that. Pokemon, Coliseum, and stuff like that. Oof. Oh, okay. Well, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. Gotta be really careful in that area. I need to be leaning on my ranged attack, because I have a really powerful ranged attack that I like put a lot of effort into, and so I need to like make sure that I'm constantly making use of that. Okay, you're talking about the new ones. Yeah, so like when I was talking about I was thinking of the early ones, the NES ones and stuff. You know, like Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3 for the NES. I was thinking about playing those at some point, but they really scare me. But I mean, if there's a 360 one, that's kind of interesting. And I know they look good. I know those are good looking games. Definitely. Those are like really cool looking games with like cool characters and stuff. So it's definitely something that's on my list, or on my radar. But it's not something that I'm familiar with personally. Yeah, I should probably do myself a favor and play some new games. I think you guys are right on the money. Like, that I should go out there and like play some like really, really new games that I haven't played yet. And try to enjoy those. Because it's been a while since I played a new game. And I feel like if you aren't playing new games, you're like, it feels kind of bad. Like, you should always be like trying to play new games and like experiencing new things, even if like you don't like every game you play, stuff like that. Yeah. That's the problem, is that for my YouTube channel I try to be really, really deep and in depth about like a game, and so that's like actually really hard to do, and like still have time to play like new games. But definitely something I'm looking into. So if you guys are saying to me DMC and Ninja Gaiden, those are definitely on the table. What I need to do is right after the stream I'll look into them. Ninja Gaiden 2, see, the problem with Xbox 360 is I've never had an Xbox 360. So I might need to do DMC just because it's PC compatible. Oh, maybe I'll look into it. Oof. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Covetous Demon's pretty simple. Yeah, I know there's Steam versions of Devil May Cry. Sorry, my voice is a little shot. You'll have to forgive me. I'm talking a little bit more on this. Oh. I'm talking a little bit more on the stream than I usually would. So I'm a little bit, my voice is just a tiny bit shot. Let's see. No, we'll go ADP. I'm going straight up ADP here. And then what I'm going to do, yeah, so the next, so if we're looking at my stats here, so if we look at my stats here, right, so the spread here right now is I have 20 vigor for the soft cap, I have 10 endurance just because it's a round number, and I need a little bit more stamina. Oh, it's just a hobby. I don't plan to do YouTube. Well, I would like to do YouTube full time, but it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna make like an insane amount of money full time. It's just something I do as like a side project basically. I'm thinking of doing it more just because I'm monetized, and like it is kind of it's fun to do, especially because if I'm just gonna play video games anyway, you know. But no, I have other stuff. I have other things I do. You're just doing it for the money. I'm not just doing it for the money, but it's really hard. It's really tempting. It's very, very tempting. Like the concept of making money is like so tempting. I do have to admit that it's like I'm not, I'm human, like everybody else, and it's very tempting, especially considering. Well, the thing about me is, when I started my YouTube career 2 years ago, or it was like 2 or 3. It's about 2 to 3 years ago now. when I started my YouTube career, it took me 2 years to get monetized at all. So to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subs. And I hit 1,000 subs like 6 months ago or something, right? And so, and then after that, it got a lot easier to get more subs. It felt like subs came really fast at that point. And so yeah, at that point I was like, well, I've already put in 2 years worth of work. I may as well just keep going and just like keep trying to build my YouTube channel. But I get the impression that I'm never going to be that successful at YouTube. Maybe I'll be like modestly successful, but it's never going to be like a full-time job kind of money. But it doesn't have to be. I have other things I'm working on. And I have income and stuff like that. So I kind of want to get into game design too. So that's the thing about my YouTube is like I try to avoid spending that much time on it. So in general, I won't spend more than like 2 hours a day on it generally. Sometimes a little bit more. As of late, I'm spending more like 3 hours on it per day. Yeah. So I'm spending like 3 hours on it per day. And but yeah, it's really time intensive to be spending like a bunch of time on YouTube, but that's the thing is I tell myself that's part of the thing is I in the past I would spend like 5 hours a day on it, and there came a point where it just like wasn't worth it, and I'm like, let's just spend like 2 hours and be chill with it, and I think I got a lot more satisfaction out of it at that point. But some days I'll spend more if I'm like making a new video or something, and I'm like editing the video. I'll spend more like 4 or 5, but pretty rarely. I try to spend like no more than like 3 hours a day, and even that's kind of a lot, honestly. But where am I going? Where am I going again? Oh, Harvest Valley. Yeah, there we go. I'm a little bit on autopilot with this game, but I know the game well enough that it's fine. I don't have to like think about where I'm going really. It's kind of weird to think about how well I actually know this game. Yeah, when I look at a lot of the people who do YouTube, a lot of them complain that there's not enough money in it, and so there's definitely not going to be enough money in it for me, at least for right now. But I mean, if you're spending 2 hours a day working on something, like that's the thing is that like if you're passionate about it, it like doesn't really matter how much money you really make, I guess. But I don't know. If that's the thing about it though, is that if people value the money, or if what I'm doing is meaningful enough that people are willing to kind of like pay for it, you know what I mean? I figure it's just as well to just like be chill and like take the money, because I could sure use it. I don't make that much. I make pretty average money. So wow, you're working at 5:30, dude. But now you work at 7, or now you wake up at 7. Well, that's the thing about me is like, I don't know. I kind of am not really at this exact moment. I'm not interested in like a family or anything, so I can put a little bit more effort into my YouTube and kind of have fun with it right now. But I know for a lot of people, like, there's no way, like, if someone else were in my position, the money that I make on YouTube would not be worth it for the relative to the amount of work I put in, I think. Although if I'm live streaming, that might change actually. I might start making a lot more live streaming. We'll see. Which is good because I like live streaming. It's really fun. Yeah, but right after this, I'm not gonna watch a live stream probably. Well, actually, no. There actually is a guy I watch is actually streaming right now, I think. So after this, I probably am gonna go. I probably actually am gonna go watch a live stream. Weirdly, or at least I'm gonna see what he's doing. That is one nice thing about live streams is that like, you can pretty much get the gist of them in the first like 2 seconds. So it's like you can like pop into a live stream and be like, yo, what's up? What's going on? And like you can get the idea pretty quickly, and then you can decide whether or not you want to watch or not. Oh, about $70. So, which when I say it out loud is actually really impressive. So my first month I made like $30, and then my best month I made like $90. And then, but most months I make between like 60, like 70 to like 75-ish, 80-ish, something like that. Which is pretty crazy when you think about it, that like it's even possible to make any money at all doing this. I have to admit, I think that's really crazy. And it's kind of been a surprise to me in a lot of ways. Like when I started, I was like, if I make any amount of money at all, that's cool. And now I make like consistent money every month. But the problem is, I think it's going down. I think my peak of like 90 is like not going to happen for a while. Depending on how my videos do, because you're really at the mercy of like algorithm stuff. So when my Dark Souls videos were popping off, I was making like, and then when I was doing League of Legends content and my Dark Souls videos were popping off, I would make like really good money per. I'm sorry, yeah, I told YouTube to show the minimum number of ads, and they still show so many ads. I'm really sorry. I'm really I'm gonna try to turn that off. Is like, I'm probably just gonna turn it off, or I'm probably gonna add like a custom ad placement or something, where you only have to see like one ad. I'm really sorry, because I know I'm like watching it on my phone and it's like spamming it, and I keep telling YouTube to like show the minimum number of stupid ads, and they still show so many ads. Oh shoot. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like constantly playing around with trying to show people like the minimum number of ads. And so I might just turn it off or something. But, because even watching on my phone, it's like annoying. What I need to do is I need to have like one ad at like an hour. And then I like know. Yeah, sure, dude. Shout out to you. Like you want to be like, thanks to Ralsei Smokes a Blunt or whatever. Like, sure, why? I'll look into that. I'll consider it. Definitely. Yeah. So but yeah, and then what happens is YouTube only pays you if you have $100 or more. So what happens is every month YouTube pays you, right? But what happens is they store it until it's over $100. So every 2 months I make about $140 to $180. So this month, for example, in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm not gonna see a check. Next month, like halfway through October, or towards the end of October, I'll have a check worth like $150, basically. Is how it's gonna go. So up until this point, I think I've made like approximately $800 USD. So I'm an American, right? So I don't know if you're Canadian or something, it's like different. But yeah, I've made like $800 American over the course of like, I don't know, like 10 months or something. Yeah. I mean, you know. It's, you know, the fact of the matter is, like, I love playing video games so much. Like, every day I don't play video games, I'm, like, so depressed. And that's actually been the problem with being a YouTuber, is some days I'll, like, be editing videos and not playing video games. And so it's, like, really bad for me mentally. But So that's why I'm live streaming, is I'm trying to like make sure that no matter what, I'm playing video games and just like having fun. And as long as I keep doing that, it's worth it. Like any amount of money at all is good. Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's like I'm gonna do this anyway. Like I have to do this. You know what I mean? Like I just like have to play video games every day. And so yeah, the fact that I'm like making content and people are liking it and they're like, and I get to play video games is like really good. It doesn't even matter how much money I make. I'd consider doing it if I made $0. Oop. Shoot. Oh yeah, no, this area is actually really tough, and I'm not really an expert at it. This is one of the tougher areas in the game, though. There's like a lot of really like annoying enemies, but I'll get it eventually. Like, there's a good chance that if I weren't doing YouTube, I'd still be sitting here playing Dark Souls 2. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be talking to you guys, I wouldn't be live streaming, but I would still be playing Dark Souls 2. Like, just sitting here playing Dark Souls 2, so... When I put it like that, it's like actually really nice. And, yeah, I mean, you know. My long-term plan is, to be honest with you, is I want to get into game design, and then I can like promote my game for my YouTube channel. So I want to like make a video game and then be like, and then have like a video on my channel that's like, hey everybody, buy my video game. It's really cool. And yeah, like I want to do that actually. So that's another really nice aspect of the whole thing. And so I might be able to. So if I can do that, if I can successfully accomplish that, that might be a career for me. And then this will just like help with that. But I don't think YouTube is a career for me. I highly doubt I'll ever make a career out of this. But like, you know, whatever. Not everything, you know, not everybody gets that, you know, kind of thing going on. It's just how it is. But I do love it. I do love being a YouTuber. It's really, really awesome. I'm really proud that I get to tell people that I'm a YouTuber. Like, I'm really, really, really proud of the fact that I'm a YouTuber. Okay, where am I going? Okay, see, that's how you're supposed to do this area. Or like a strategy game. Like a Fire Emblem style game. Like a roguelike strategy. Like maybe like Fire Emblem, but roguelike or something. But I'm still learning the tools. Because obviously programming is like really complicated. So right now I'm building a ROM hack. But it's slow going. Because I still need like a really good concept. You know, I can't just like... I still need like a really, really compelling concept. That really like pushes the boundaries. And I haven't gotten that yet. But eventually I will. It's a slow process though. So maybe hopefully I'm hoping to have something ready by next year maybe. If I can get my button gear and like, you know, like not like a full-blown game ready by next year, but like a really compelling ROM hack basically. By next year is my plan. Okay, that was super lucky. That was like a really lucky drop. It's not very useful, but that's insanely lucky drop, yeah. And then yeah, I really like roguelikes. Roguelikes are really fun. Why is there no... Oh, because I broke the windmill. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so like, well, the problem with roguelikes is they're really hard to get into because you have to be like an expert at them. Like getting into getting into like Enter the Gungeon is like 100 hours. Or getting into like Nuclear Throne is like 100 hours. Or Probably the easiest one is like Darkest Dungeon. But yeah, like if you want to get into like the Binding of Isaac, that's like hundreds and hundreds of hours of work to like learn the Binding of Isaac. And so that's the problem with roguelikes, is that they're really like they're really unforgiving, and it's like really a lot of work to get into a roguelike. But it kind of just feels right for me, I guess. Oh, another one is Crypt of the Necrodancer. That's like a brutal game. It's like an absolutely brutal game. It's like trying to... You want to know pain? Try to learn Crypt of the Necrodancer. It's an agonizing video game. You can make it... There's like an easy mode for it, but it's like still so difficult. Like the idea of playing like Crypt of the Necrodancer at... Oh. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. That was easy. Yeah, but what is it, Crypt of the Necrodancer? Yeah, that's a brutal game. Darkest Dungeon is pretty good though. So if you want a roguelike that's like actually good, I would actually recommend Darkest Dungeon, I think. That's like a turn-based RPG. But my thinking was it was going to be like a Fire Emblem game, but the idea being is that the whole point of the theory was that the game was supposed to was about making a super soldier. So the idea being is you were gonna... I will play Deltarune eventually, probably. Maybe not maybe on stream. Well, I'll think about that. Deltarune. I enjoyed Undertale. I thought Undertale was really good. But, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, so the idea being is that, like, if you've ever played Fire Emblem, the basic premise of Fire Emblem is you, like, make a super soldier unit. Like, that's how, Fire Emblem works, is that, like, you kind of, like, create a super soldier unit. And my theory was, what I could do was make a game where it's like a roguelike, but the whole point is to like try to turn one of your units into like a super soldier, and then like the game would like try to get in your way of that. It would like do things to like cripple your super soldier or something, was what I was thinking. But I need to like look at what the ROM hack can do, what the not the ROM hack, what the ROM hack software can do before I decide to before I get too crazy with my ambitions. It's not going to be easy, but I'm excited to try something new, definitely. Yeah, and then probably if I was smart, well, I don't know. It's tough to say for sure. It's gonna be a long process though to make a game. It's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna end stream here in a couple of minutes because it's been 2 hours and my throat is sore. So yeah. I'm calling it because and that's the thing is I don't like watching streamers for like 30 minutes for like 10 hours. Like for a lot of streamers, how they do it is, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in like a minute here, but how a lot of streamers do it is they'll like stream all of Saturday. They'll stream like 8 to 10 hours on Saturday, right? It's like I don't want to do that. I'd rather stream like every day for like 2 hours and just like relax the whole time, as opposed to sitting there in front of the stream camera for like, for like 10 hours in a row. That seems like so brutal. I don't know how they do it. But thanks for showing up, everybody. It's been really nice talking to you guys, Dennis and Relse, and thank you to the guy who gifted a bunch of memberships. That was really snazzy of you. Well, let's try to kill this guy first. Let's give this a shot first. Oh, this is gonna be Oh, I might die. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, thank you, dude. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and like keep you, because by the sound, by what we're talking about. Yeah, that's the other thing is I think streamers stream too much, and I think it's actually really bad for viewers, because I feel like viewers, they need like more time to like not be connected to like a stream or something, and so I never want to be the guy who's like streaming for like 10 hours in a row. But anyways, yeah. But again, thanks guys, and yeah, I probably should. That's another thing I need to work on, even if it's like really simple. But anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully.